What's going on, guys? SasDood here. You can just call me Sas. I hope everyone is having a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious day. Today I have a quick art tip video, and that is on smudging and how to prevent smudging when you're working with graphite. I have two examples of previous artworks here. So this one, you can see this was a very graphite heavy drawing, and I have smudging up here. I don't know if you can see that on the camera there, but I have smudging all up here. I have smudging over here, just basically all the corners of the edge. And what smudging is basically when you're drawing with graphite, right? If you have like a graphite stick, you're using like the blunt edge method like I was using with the mechanical here, or you've got just a regular, drawing pencil like this one. What tends to happen is as you build up that graphite, your hand is directly on top of the drawing, and I can kind of demonstrate this right now. So if we just do this, right? We build up a layer of graphite, and then if I just rub my hand on it, you can kind of already see. Let me put this off to the side here. Let me just rub the side of my hand. So if I don't know if you can see that, but I already have a smudge on my hand right there. And you can kind of replicate that because you could be like drawing like this. So I could have like my drawing down here, and I could be drawing, and I could be, doing whatever. And as I move my hand around, I will be smudging my hand, and I will be smudging my drawing, which makes the drawing blurrier. It makes your darks lighter, and it overall contributes to a very bad drawing, or a very unneeded type of thing to your drawing. So I have some smudges up here. I've got some right here. Got some all over the page here. And that happens when you're working with graphite, when you're working like with bigger types of pencils, bigger size of pencils, and the softer lead. So my solution is simply you have what I have, which is this will be your best friend right here. And this is a scrap piece of printer paper, right? And you can use a napkin, you can use a paper towel. I have some tracing paper. I'm willing to bet you can use tracing paper as well. But what you would do is, as you're drawing, you just overlay the piece of paper on top, put your hand over the piece of paper, and just have it so like adjust the piece of paper where you want it to scrap, and go crazy, right? So for instance, if I'm working on this, like if I had my piece of paper right over the top of this and I'm drawing over here, now when I'm drawing, right, the piece of paper, the scrap paper is going to move. That's okay. You don't want it to move too much, but I can do a little bit of drawing over here. You can adjust it. You can do whatever you want with it, and you won't get that smudging anymore. Some of the smudges, I will warn you that this isn't a fail-proof method, because the smudges will instead transfer over to here, and you're going to have to replace your scrap piece of paper eventually. So this isn't a permanent solution, but it's a solution I use every single time I'm drawing. Every single time I make, an artwork, not just like a super graphite heavy like this one, but any type of artwork where it requires pencil, I always just rip myself a new piece of paper. Or if the piece of paper is relatively graphite free, then you can keep on using it. But as you work more and more with the same piece of paper and you keep drawing, that graphite's gonna build up on that scrap piece of paper, and you're gonna eventually have to replace it, right? So this is probably the #1 tip I can tell you and then show you guys when drawing with mechanical pencils, graphite sticks, perhaps even charcoal, and other types of tools which have graphite as a medium. And that's basically going to be it, guys. The piece of scrap paper, the printer paper, really helps me out. It'll help you out. And I've been drawing like this for the past year. Whenever I switch from digital to traditional, I've been using this method. And you will find worth in this method as well. So thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for listening. If you wish to support me and my videos, all my payment and tipping links, as well as my social medias, will be in my profile. More videos, more artwork will come regardless. Goodbye for now, guys.